Hello, it's Mike, TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Jayco Swift 20T little motorhome. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best thing out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things taken into consideration when you're parking on your campsite. I want you to leave plenty of room for this awning to come in and out. Over here on your off campsite, all I really want you to think about is where your power and water connections are. Your power is going to plug in right above your tire, as well your city water connection. So park your car nice so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, get your good parking spot, we will hook up your power and water. Big long 30 amp cord, but these go on their little twist lock now. They'll go in say 10 o'clock or about 11 o'clock, turn it to noon, put your gray washer on. At the end of this 30 amp, you can plug in a 30 to 15 amp adapter to plug into a 110 if you need to. Here's where you hook your power up. Next, we're going to hook up your water, city water connection. I'm going to recommend a water pressure regulator. A water pressure regulator is going to protect the lines in your unit. Get one that goes probably about 40 to 50 psi. Hook that up here. Hook up your hose. Got that hooked up. We're going to go inside. And just inside here, this door, you're going to show, I'm going to leave it turned sideways so it don't confuse you here. But we're going to hook up to city fixtures, which means, I'll try this for you. We are going to turn our levers to 2, just straight sideways, and 5, which is sideways, 2 and 6, so down there. So turn these levers to match 2 and 6, 2 and 6. Now I'm all set up for city. Go ahead and turn on your hose, come inside, open up your lines, your sinks, your showers, just get a nice steady flow of water going through them, your sink up there, then you shut them off and you're all set. Now let's say we're going to go dry camping. In that case, we're going to start by filling our tank. So we're going to turn things to 1 and 6. That's city fill. So turn this up to 1. Now we're still at 6. And then we're going to go ahead and fill our tank. On our control panel up there, we'll be able to watch our tank fill up. Once that freshwater tank is full, we will then switch from city fill to to normal, which is 3 and 5. This will switch all the way down, 5 back over there. Now we're set up 3 and 5, and we're all set to turn on our water pump to get our fresh water. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water, that's already pressurized. The other 2 ways to set up are 2 and 4 to sanitize and winterize the unit. And then 1 and 4 to country fill, that's to siphon in, like say, water, or sanitize the tank, siphon in soapy water. Alright, we're all set to camp with power and water. Go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing back here in this corner. And we've got a light, solar on the side, we can plug in a solar panel, a couple of 110s. Here's where we will flush our black tanks. We'll talk about that when we dump our black and gray tanks here. Again, our power, here's where you plug in your cable or satellite. This is a vent for your trauma hot water system. Down here is where you're going to store your stinky slinky or your sewage line. Over here is where you fill your propane. Not much more to talk about on the campsite other than our fueling area. Or off campsite, excuse me. Coming around to our campsite, I want to show you these pieces here are where feet of your awning can set in. We'll run that awning out here shortly. It's a nice sliding door. A couple of outdoor speakers. A couple of 110s here as well. The other awning holder. And I come around to where I already got the back doors opened up for the kitchen real quick. When you do want to, if you're dry camping, you do want that fresh water, there's a spot to turn on that water pump. So turn on some lighting here. And then a spray port hose. Our toilet. Sink will all fold down in a way. For our shower. Bath light, bath fan. And here's a curtain that you can set up in here. On this side, get a storage. Toilet paper with a cover. There's our black and gray holding tanks. Hook our lights up. Hitch information, towing information there. So it covers everything here. Let's scoot up inside real quick. So here's your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. Your fire extinguisher, make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Stepping straight up to our left in the corner, we're going to go ahead and turn on our control panel, turn our master lights on. Before I go into this, I'm going to tell you this little piece here is just a temperature reader. It helps the thermostat work better. So on our control panel, 4 different areas we can go through, or we can go individually over here, which we'll do. Show you. First one here is our lighting, which I've already turned on. We'll do exterior lighting as well. You can turn them on and off masterly. Power just shows what you're running off from. And our generator. We'll start that up here shortly. Coming down to our climate control. Go ahead and turn that AC on. Turn this down because it's smoking hot in here. There's your AC. Blasting nice and cool. Keep it cool in here. Close my door up. You can go higher, lower, auto on that. I can also switch off from cool. Alright, all we're going to do is touch that cool to shut that off. Go down here is our awning. And hit extend on that. We'll run this out, then I'll show you how those legs, show you how at least one of those legs connects to the unit.
Also, these awning arms, never extend the awning out to where they're straight. Always leave a little bit of an angle on there, because if it overextends, you'll have to push the arm back in so it'll retract.
Let's do that here. Actually, I have to release it from this end. And these ones. Just going to push in on that. Can release. And this on here can either go in the ground or more assertively. Kind of hard to get done here one-handed, but that will clip in there, and that'll hold that out. That'll actually extend out even further. Run that out nice and level for you, and lock that by lifting up on this and locking that. I'll lock that in there for you. Push that back down. Again, you can also do these to the ground with sandbags. Lock it the same way here. Putting it back in. Again, this is a spring load. Put that in there and lock it in. Now we're just going to hit retract. And as your awning comes in, I think the last thing we have is motors. Off your awning. Out here, just control your screen brightness, cleaning mode. You can go through setting different information, entry switch. Going back to our generator. Alright, we're going to go back to the home page and we're going to start the generator. Right here in the corner. So that is located underneath the chassis here. Underneath the bed, you can access the house batteries to get to it from there. Get it off here. Close this back up. We got our Insignia TV. Just want to tell you, when you arrive at the campsites, go into your menu, run a digital channel scan. That'll allow you to pick up all the local channels. There is a release button here if you want to pull down on that to release it so you can swivel it. Start with the stereo. On and off mode here. Let's go for auxiliary to radio. Crank that up. We ain't picking up nothing inside this metal building. We'll see what we can get to come in. There's your exterior window or speakers. Cut them off.
21 zip lines, 5 difficulty levels, and almost 100
way too loud. All right, there we go. So indoors and outdoors, or both. AM, FM, Bluetooth. Nice system. Your cabinetry here, excuse me. You're just gonna push in a little bit in this metal. That's gonna release that. See how that works? Up in here is going to be your inverter. Your cable, when you plug your cable in for your TV, make sure you push these antennas on. 110 there for the TV. More storage. This lighting, touch it once, it'll be blue. Hold it in. Good reader. One down there. There's the other one. I'm gonna stay on this offside here. All right, real quickly. In here is a bunch of paperwork. Go through it. Check out your appliances. See if there's any extra things that you need to register to make sure you get a good warranty on everything. Quickly show you now. Underneath here is how your bedding is set up. Underneath here, there's tons of storage. We got a couple tables that can set up. Our low point drain for our fresh water. This is our bedding. This end here will lift up and it would lower down different levels, but to get it to go all the way up and back down, lift it all the way up. Down here is your breaker box and fuses. That's up top, I'm sorry. You got some 10s, a 3, a couple of 15s. Highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Here's the table that will lift up out of here. There are legs, metal legs that are underneath here. We just simply set in here. Put that top on there. Or you can put the top on there lower and turn this all into a king bed by putting this in the middle. Going back down to the end here, we got our smoke alarm. This is a door that you want to have snapped open for travel. And then over here is a bunch of lighting. Main ceiling lights, awning lights. We can run our patio awning in and out. We can turn on and off our master lights from in here. Over here is our trauma hot water system. I'm going to send you a video specifically on this unit, showing you how to turn on and off your hot water system and your furnace in here. Cabinetry set up the same way as the other side. Releases from the middle of metal buttons underneath. Tons of storage in this thing, which brings us up to pop-up power port. 110s in the charging port. Some more lighting here. Cooktop. The gas is on. Set this to light. Hit your spark. There you go. Do have the storage. Turn this to the side here. Your sink here. This is all little storage, cooking and drying area for your sink. Your silverware. Or kitchen center. Fridge below that does have a lock on it. Make sure you push that down to unlock your fridge for travel. Self-explanatory microwave. Storage here again. Another spot for storage. Now I'm going to show you underneath this side. You can ride with buckles over here. More importantly, this is going to be the side with all the access to your water lines. Again, remember our control panel telling us everything on how to hook our water up is right here. Then our carbon monoxide propane detector. And then heat vent return. Which brings us to lifting up this mattress and showing you your access to your water lines, water pumps, hot water heater, everything you need to get to. Simply lift this up. It's hidden rather well. So just remember, it's about 3 down. Lift up on that. There's your lines. Get to your ducts for your furnace as well underneath there. Easy access. Again, coming back, we went through everything back here in the bathroom area. Got our standard Ram diesel driving info up here. You got a nice user's manual for your ProMaster here. It about covers everything in here. So now let's act like we leave the campsite and close the unit up. I like to say doors and drawers. Walk through the unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Any accent lighting you know is just accent lighting. Touch that up. Put your TV back against itself on its mount. Come to my control panel. Shut off my master light and see what else individually needs shut off. Exit the unit. I do want to mention a couple things about this front door. I forgot to. Get up out of here. So we do have this whole kitchen area that we'll lift up out of here. We also have a big sliding screen door. Leave that open to get some air in here. Now if we are at dry camping, we're gonna get up underneath there, dump our low point drains for the campsite. We're gonna unhook our power, our water, our cable. Hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. The dump's gonna be all the way at the rear of the unit on your driver's side. Arrive, hook up your hose, come back here and pull your black handle. And this sounds like it's no longer draining. Look inside, make sure it's empty. If it is, grab the hose at the dump station, hook it up here, and let that run for a good 5 minutes. Again, emphasizing with that black handle open, it's gonna wash out all your black tank. When that's done, remove that hose. Look and make sure all that washout you just put in there has drained. Once that has drained, go ahead and close your black and pull your gray. Again, your gray is going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. When that's done, close that gray, remove your sewage hose, come up here and store it in your stinky slinky container right here. And head on home. Again, hope you guys enjoy the Swift for many years to come. Happy camping.